All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our special Thursday Night Live KGX presentation. My name is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles, California. I am currently in San Jose, or Santa Clara for, hold on a second, somebody unmuted the phone. Larry Wright. I'm currently in San Jose for the Santa Clara Blockchain Expo. This happens twice a year, once in North America and one time in Europe. I was at the first one this year at London. So this is my second official blockchain expo. I'm excited to be here. Learned a whole lot. This was much, much better than the London event. A lot more information, a lot more, and what I'm able to see, a lot more people that are knowledgeable of this space. And that's also good to see. I was curious to see what's going to happen since we are in a bear market right now, what type of turnout, and it was raining up here, and it still seemed to be a full house. So I'll do another talk, giving a breakdown of this event. But tonight we're going to go over a presentation of what KGX is all about. And if you're brand new and you're a guest, we thank you for being here tonight. Now, everybody's got their first day in Bitcoin. Now, the only reason why I came to Bitcoin is because I was tired of doing what I was doing, and I was good at it. I was in the direct selling space. I made a lot of money. I was able to retire from my job at the age of 36 years old, and I haven't been on a job since. I don't remember, and I do remember, but I can't imagine the feeling of what it's like to have to get up in the morning every day and go back to work. I can't do that. But I also got burned out and tired of doing what I was doing and doing it in a certain way. I said, I want to be able to let my money work for me, be able to have investments. And the only space that I saw that was happening in a rapid period of time was the crypto space, the Bitcoin space. But I didn't know anything about Bitcoin. But I had a lot of friends who were making a lot of money because of this thing called Bitcoin. I started asking them questions, and they couldn't answer my questions at all. I said, how are you investing in something that you don't understand? And they said, well, Bitcoin keeps going up. That's all they knew. So I said, before I start to invest in this, I need to know what's going on. So I started to do some research, and there was no crypto education company that I can jump on. I had to go to YouTube and Google. And if you've ever done that before, you would really feel lost. Thousands upon thousands of articles and videos popped up. I didn't know where to begin. I didn't know where to end. Somebody's unmuting themselves. I thought I had everybody.
What is your takeaway about the import of
1 second.
the president's answers that he submitted?
That's Larry again. Larry, stop unmuting yourself. So I didn't know where to begin, and I didn't even know what questions to ask, nor if I was even getting the right information from YouTube and Google. And a lot of times I wasn't. Even today, I read an article this morning that wasn't giving the right information, and they're supposed to be official. So I knew and understood that education is a key, and I learned by trial and error and fought through it. After 6 months of studying, I finally felt I was ready to go ahead and get started. I opened myself up an exchange and bought Bitcoin for the first time, well, not the second time. And I got started, and guess what? I didn't start with $10,000 or $50,000. I started with $30. I put $30 on the Poloniex exchange and began to trade. That one beginning there took me to over 6 figures in 4 months by the end of 2017. And I knew if I could do it, anybody could do it. But the key was education. And as we saw the whole Bitcoin crypto market have a market correction at the end of 2017, people thought they lost all their money because they weren't educated. They didn't know what was going on. We decided in 2018, we want to go back to the basics. We're going to create a company that's going to teach crypto education to the masses. Teach you everything you need to know about Bitcoin and crypto. This company is still in pre-launch. Pre-launch for about 6 months now. We plan on launching next year, putting a lot of things in place, testing this out, making sure that we are doing everything compliant-wise in the United States. The owners are here in the United States. The corporate is here in the United States. It's registered here. We have compliant attorneys here. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything right. And that is what KGX is all about. So let me go into a little further. So in 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin. The world's first global decentralized cryptocurrency. In 2009, Bitcoin's value was less than 1 penny. 2010, Bitcoin was valued at 40 cents to the US dollar. In 2016, Bitcoin was valued at $600. In 2018, Bitcoin is fluctuating around $9,000. Well, right now, between $4,000 and $9,000. If you would have invested $100 in Bitcoin in 2009, today it will be worth over $1.5 million. Do I have your attention now? Think about this. Uber, a transportation company that owns no cars. Amazon, the world's largest retail chain that has no stores. Bitcoin goes from 0.008 to $9,000. And it's no fun being on the outside looking in. We've all been there before. KGX has a solution. As I was walking around the blockchain expo today, talking and asking a bunch of questions, these people need KGX. I was even interviewed by a radio station today that also was saying, hey, what is KGX about? What makes you unique? And when I told them what makes us unique is that not only are we going to teach you about crypto, but we're going to teach you why it's important to you in the first place, in layman's terms, in language that you can understand. So what is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer decentralized cryptocurrency. It is digital money that allows you to buy and sell goods and transfer goods across international borders, anywhere in the world. One Bitcoin in Japan is worth one Bitcoin in the United States. What makes it unique is that it's decentralized. It's not controlled by a government, a bank, or a company. There is no CEO. There's nobody out there that can manipulate it. It is one thing that's actually controlled by the people. Is it real? Yes. Ohio just became the first state in the United States that's now accepting Bitcoin to pay their taxes. And if the IRS is taking Bitcoin for money, you know it's real. Are you too late? No, you're not. Where we sit today within this crypto space is where Bitcoin or internet was in 1993. So no, you're not too late. We're going to teach you how to buy it and how you can spend it. So welcome to KGX, the global training center, where we are the company that's going to teach the world about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, ICOs, market trends, the blockchain, and so much more. All of our training is done by streaming video. You're going to learn how to buy your first Satoshi. You're going to learn how to store Bitcoin safely in crypto wallets. Learn how to purchase and sell with Bitcoin. Learn about blockchain technology. Learn how to trade cryptocurrencies and learn how ICOs work. All of our training is done in 3 modules: Bitcoin 101, Cryptocurrency Intermediate, and Crypto Advanced. Each module contains 15 lessons, and at the end of those 15 lessons, you're going to be given a test to make sure that you can retain and learning the information. Now, I can guarantee you this: if you are a beginner or you think that you're an expert, once you go through our course, you're going to know everything you need to know to at least be a little bit dangerous and comfortable in the crypto space, to be able to tell a good opportunity from a bad one, a good investment from a bad one, how you can make multiple streams of income in this space, letting your money work for you. And that is not even where this ends. Once you finish those 45 lessons, that is where the fun begins. Because what separates us from everybody else is that we've built a crypto community, a community of individuals that we are working together, learning from each other, sharing, and we are covering live events as they happen and update you on changes and developments in the crypto space. Now, I don't know about you, but the value of that for me is priceless. That's priceless. And with just one click, you can enter the Bitcoin age yourself. But the question is value. What is the cost of this? Well, first of all, KGX is a group of very talented individuals that have come together and developed a simple step-by-step audio training video system that's going to educate the world about the crypto space. And when we say the world, we mean the world. We're not talking about, just the United States. And that's the thing. One thing I can tell you, the biggest growth we're going to have is outside of the United States. We've hired over 60 translators to be able to translate this information in different languages so that they can understand it as well. And when you look at the value of this, at the Blockchain Expo today, I interviewed a group that is putting together crypto courses for universities. Those things are not cheap. Are you ready to go back to school to learn? Take a $5,000, $10,000 for classes? I saw one advertisement that was $2,500 for a weekend crash course of Bitcoin. You know what ours is? One time, $250 for our education program. $250. And you get all of this. And we allow you the opportunity to earn while you learn. What does that mean? Well, not everybody is able to go ahead and put down $10,000 or more to invest in this space. I started with $30. Well, we're going to show you while you're learning about crypto that you can actually earn at the same time and use that money that you've earned to invest in other things to make more money. So that's our affiliate program. For an additional $50, you can now become a crypto KGX promoter. The different ways you can earn with us is direct referral bonus, customer acquisition bonus, the cryptonary and cryptonary matching bonuses. I'm not going to go into all those in details tonight, but just understand this, that if you were to refer our program to somebody else, we're going to reward you. If they buy our program, we're going to pay you $100 per referral. Now, one of my rules in the is always get your money back. Who unmuted themselves? That's Larry. No. All right. Let's call you out, Larry.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Because the seamlessness with which they go from.
Mute all. There we go. So one of my rules in the crypto space is to make sure that you get your money back. People say, how do I know I'm not going to lose all my money like I did in 2017? Well, one, we're not taking your money. We're not investing your money. We are an education platform that costs you $300. So if you share this with 3 people, you just made $300 back. You made your money back, which means you no longer have risk. You've got all this education now for free. And we have a customer acquisition bonus, which means we're going to pay you more money for signing up a customer than a promoter. We're going to pay you $25 for every additional customer, $250 for every 10 customers. How about that? And there's always an individual who says, you know what, Brandon? I don't really care about building a team. I don't care about recruiting anybody. I don't care about sharing this with anybody. All I want to do is get the program, learn everything I need to know about crypto, take my own money, and be able to invest it. Can I do that and make money? Yes, you can. Because you can take advantage of the other programs that KGX is going to be rolling out. That's going to allow you to earn an additional income without having to build or recruit or share with anybody. But one thing that I have learned is that even if you have no desire to share, people are going to come up to you and ask you questions. And so if someone comes up to you and says, you know, what's this Bitcoin thing that you're doing? I want to know how to do it. You can sit there and spend 5 hours sitting there trying to teach them everything about Bitcoin and crypto. You can do that. Or you could turn around and say, you know what? I'm going to give you access to the same platform that I learned in. And when you send them this platform, guess what happens? You're going to earn $100 for that referral, and you're going to save yourself some time. But because you referred them, guess what else happens? That person may say, I want to share this with everybody. Guess what happens then? We're going to give you a 10% check match on all the money they make in our cryptonary. So if they're earning $10,000 a month, you're going to earn an additional $1,000 a month. How cool is that? You might want to tell more people. Now, the bad news is that we have a cap on our income in our cryptonary. That's $50,000 a week. The good news is that once you reach that cap, we're going to give you another position on top of your current position that you can continue to build on. So with just one click, you can change your entire life. Now, KGX is built on an education platform. Education first. But we're also positioned to take advantage of any new technology that comes down the pipe, because with blockchain technology, This is going to disrupt every industry on the planet today. One of those industries that we're taking advantage of is the mining industry. I don't have time to teach you what mining is, but just think of mining for gold. That's the same thing in the crypto space. Bitcoin is created because of miners building the blockchain. So we are a wholesaler for a company that is mining Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, and Green X. Oh, what is that one? I heard the other one's Green X. What is Green X? Well, it's the most exciting project of 2018. It's an industry disruptor like YouTube, the world's largest media provider that owns no media. Uber, the world's largest taxi company that owns no taxis. Airbnb, the world's largest hotel provider that owns no hotels. You see, you never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. So what's the next big disruption going to be? Power. Power, electricity. 100-year-old technology that's in need of an upgrade, trapped in a wired grid, and it's expensive to distribute. It's time to think outside the grid. Introducing green. And when you think of green, you think of environmental friendly. So we're taking the power industry that used to be centralized and making it decentralized, just like Bitcoin. We're doing what Bitcoin did to the finance industry. We're doing that to the electricity industry. We call it solar in a box. So think of past industry disruptors like Facebook, Airbnb, Bitcoin, and Uber. Well, Green is the world's first power company that produces no power. We're going to have our own green power blockchain. That's actually going to help solve Bitcoin's biggest problem, which is energy consumption. So the mission is to save, share, and give. And the cost of each mining rig is $3,750. Well, what is that? What's a mining rig? Well, you cannot buy the green coin right now. The green coin is what represents this project. Just like every coin on the market is supposed to represent a real world project. But you can't buy the coin yet. The only way you can get it is by mining it. These machines have been mining since July 4th, 2018, this year. Ultimately, there's going to be 50 billion coins. When someone says, if I spend $3,750, how much money am I going to make? Well, that's the wrong question to ask, because how much money you make is going to be dependent on you, on when you decide to sell. The real question is, how many coins is my machine going to produce? And that's something that we can measure. Why? Well, we know that in our first year, half of that 50 billion coins need to be mined, 25 billion coins by July 14, 2019. Half of those coins in the first 6 months, 12.5 billion coins between July and December of this year. There's a little more than 3,000 machines that's been online. You do the math. What happens if it hits the exchange at 2 cents? What happens if it goes to 5 cents, 10 cents, or 20 cents? I can't guarantee what that's going to be. But one thing that I do know is I'd rather buy the golden goose that's going to produce me a bunch of golden eggs than buy the golden egg itself. Now, if you sell a mining rig through KGX, you're going to earn a $500 commission, plus 3 points in our cryptonary. Now, rig specifications, hash rate is 12 to 14 terahertz. Power consumption is 1,300 to 1,400 watts. The chip type is SHA 256 ASIC chip. Rules of purchase, maximum of 10 rigs per month per customer. The mining rigs can be housed in the Utah facility or shipped to you. I have them shipped to the mining facility. Why? I don't want to ship to me, where I got to deal with heat and plugging it in and power and noise and all that. Let them do all that. The rig will be paid for in advance. You have a standard 30 to 120-day delivery because these are backlogged. So you want to order your rig ASAP. The customer owns the rig. So you say, well, what makes you different than everybody else? Yeah, well, this is not group mining, cloud mining, hash mining, contract mining. You own the machine, and whatever that machine produces goes into your wallet. KGX never sees your coins. You're going to receive your own serial number and certificate of authenticity, and there's a no refund policy. Purchase with Bitcoin only. Now, as a disclaimer, KGX is just a wholesaler. No income claims can be made on mining results because at the end of the day, the money you make is dependent on when you decide to sell. You may sell all your coins at 2 cents and somebody else sells half their coins at 50 cents. Who made more money? All coins earned are paid directly to the customer. KGX is not responsible for maintenance of the mining rig. Customers should read and agree to all documents before making a purchase. Customer agrees in advance that KGX LLC is not responsible for results. So make sure that you review all of the policies and procedures, especially the no refund policy. Now, welcome to the world of mining where you own the mining rigs. We also have a system in place, and this is what's going to take us to the next level, especially if you're a beginner and you're interested in building yourself a team and an organization. You don't have to, it's optional, but we call it the KCHI system, where we're going to give you the KGX edge. The problem that most people have is lack of duplication. What we've put in place is the ability to put the focus on the system and not the leader. And see, when we have a standardized system in place where every new person that can plug in, that can learn everything they need to know about how to build their business without having to follow the leader, now you have real duplication taking place. It's like creating a franchise, personal franchise. You're going to have hands-on support from 6, 7, and 8-figure earners, video support, and all of this is free by being a member of KGX. Now, as an income disclaimer, we have minimal data. Like I said, we are still in pre-launch. We do not allow any income claims. We are not here to be short-term. We are here to be long-term. And Larry Wright, we're going to have the co-owner address your questions in a second. Now, if you've been plugging in, you might already know the answers to some of those questions because we cover it every week. But we got a new update that's going to come up tonight in a second here. Your success depends on you. Results are from hard work, dedication, belief, passion, commitment, persistence, leadership, and a little bit of luck. So what you want to do is get back with the person who invited you if you are a guest. Let them know whether you're in or out. If you're in, great. Let's get you signed up. Let's get you started, and you're on your way, ready to go. If this is not for you, we understand it's not for everyone. Now, those of you who say this is not for you, I will leave you with this. You're going to wake up one day, you're going to be driving down the street, and you're going to see Bitcoin ATMs all over the place. You're going to go into Starbucks, and you're going to be able to see that we now accept Bitcoin or cryptocurrency for payment. You're going to be able to go into your job, and you know what's going to happen. Somebody in your job, your boss is going to say, you need a Bitcoin wallet because we're now paying your salary in Bitcoin. It doesn't matter if you believe in this or not. It's going to happen anyway. One of the things I learned at the Blockchain Expo today is that even in a bear market from all year, and Bitcoin has dropped almost 80% from where it was in December, all of these businesses are investing in this technology. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So you have a choice on how you want to be involved. Be involved where you're going to get paid from it, or wait until it comes on your head. Either way, it's going to happen. Now, what I want to do right now is I want to switch gears because we have a special guest on tonight to address Larry's questions. And that special guest is one of the co-owners of KGX, Mr. Mike Boggs. Mike, are you there?
I'm here, Brandon. How are you?
Doing great. The floor is all yours, sir.
Thank you, Brandon, and job well done on the presentation. So thank you, everyone. I see a lot of names. I'm going to pick on Peter Blackwell. For whatever reason, he is still up, and he's probably has his head on the keyboard trying to stay awake. That's probably like 3:30 in the morning over there. So welcome, everyone, to this evening's call. I thank you for taking and appreciating the time that you're taking out of your busy schedules to be here. For everyone here in the States and across the world that is here with us. So again, Brandon, thank you for all your time and dedication here. So first and foremost, I want to make a couple comments in regards to the KCHIs that you guys just saw about. There's going to be some new stuff added within that back office. There has been a new update in regards to emails pushed over there. So if you've been having trouble getting access into the KGIs that should be fixed here relatively soon, probably by early next week. For those of you that are experiencing MKE, the master key experience, I know a couple of people have personally reached out to me and are loving every second of it. Chris Hanks, one of our internal pinnacles here, likewise with Brandon and Jairus Coleman, have been enjoying, specifically Chris Hanks, enjoying the training, the evolution, and really opening up your mind. And in what MKE can do for you. So I'm going to make this a public record, because I am going to send this recording over to Mark Januszewski, and that is, everybody needs to know that is a part of MKE or actually experiencing utilizing the KGI system, that I started this when I was in my early 20s, and I can assure you that the boot camp that I went through was way harder than what Charlie and what you guys are experiencing. So Mark Januszewski is a little bit more lenient and what you guys are experiencing right now. So it is definitely a life-changing, mind-expanding, explosive growth personally, and with everything that you apply it to. So my hat's off and congratulations to everyone, and congratulations, Mr. Wright, for being part of MKE. Congratulations to all of you for experiencing that, because it is definitely life-changing. Now, with that being said, I have some pretty heavy updates for you, not just in regards to the couple things that we're already on, specifically one of the questions that Larry, where's the beef, getting into green. We are officially, and have had the sign off, we are going to launch phase 1 of phase 2, two-part series. Founders are going to see it first in KGX. We have been given the green light to launch our 4X software. It is compliant. We are good to go. Founders, as I said, will be getting access to it first to test it out. We have been testing this for 6 months, integrating with our legal teams. I have personally utilized my own resources to test this, and I am proud to say, and finally getting one piece of that puzzle that we've been wanting for, well, as Brandon would say, shoot the attorney team, and let's just go. We got the sign off, we're good to go, and we will be unleashing the Forex trading system that's been part of our original plans, as well as our crypto trading that will be coming next. We anticipate that founders should receive access to this by or before the end of December. It more than likely will be after Christmas, and a worst case scenario at the very beginning of the new year. Followed by that, a full-blown company access will be given to everyone else in KGX. Some points to know. We are still unsure on how we're going to, retail it, whether it's going to be monthly or whether we're going to be utilizing it the way we wanted to in the very beginning of this company. And you need to know that this is done with real brokers. KGX does not have any access to any of your resources whatsoever. It is not linear trading. That means each account. So Mike Boggs's, Brandon Ivey's, Jairus Coleman, Chris Hanks, Mahfouz, Dr. Smith, Larry's accounts are all 100% different. That is probably one of the hardest things that we've had to make sure and apply to for compliance, to make sure that unity is diversification and that you do have 100% full control over your resources within the trading software. You have a choice on how you want to utilize and how you want to withdraw. There is 100% no restrictions on your software. At any point in time, you are not under contract with your money. or resources, however you want to say that. The only thing that you will make a informed decision on is how long do you want to utilize the software. You will be able to fully control your risk level. You will also be able to do manual, and it is also fully automated. You can actually pick and choose your own brokers. And you can also choose MT4 to MT5 and all the other variations of the Forex. This is the starting process of us becoming a full-blown category king and making sure that any product that we release is 100% approved and has gone through a thorough testing and compliance protocol. As some of you do know me and have worked with me and talked to me, that if it can get by me, it's definitely the real deal. So I'm very pleased to announce that it is coming. It is done. It is signed off of. Regardless if you're a Pinnacle or whatever founder level you are, you will be getting access to it first. And of course, a couple of things with the BTC ATMs, you will be seeing here in the coming week, the new application within the back office and the disclaimers getting loaded up there so you can actually full-blown start selling them. And a couple little trinkets of information that I received from the green team themselves. It is 100% authentication time. Green is minting. That means I suspect, now Dave did give me some timetables, and I am not going to say that because I refuse to do that because I am also a programmer. We are literally about to see your wallets unveiled. What I've been seeing over the last 4 days off the holiday week is extremely impressive. I really got to give hats off to the green team and Jeff Wilder, who is the main programmer over there. I'm almost certain that Dave Smith is not going to have any hair after this expedition and getting us to and past the main authentication procedures. It's happening. It's great. So I'm really excited that that's coming. And the last piece of the information is KGX as a whole, and on behalf of myself, Stephen McCullough, and Will Fietland, we are still very, very determined to finish off the final pieces of compliance protocols for our crypto trading software. That is definitely still on the table. That is definitely still going to happen. And once I get it gets my check of approval as well as our legal team's approval, I can assure you that it will be unveiled to you, excuse me, to the founders. It has always been on the table, but if you guys can't understand now how much I care about protecting you guys and making sure that everything that comes out to you guys is compliant, is important, that you guys do have the justification to grow your resources compliantly, skillfully, and informed. Other than beating each of you over the head with a hammer, I don't know what else to do. Now, the most exciting part, which is what Brandon and Jairus Coleman are very excited about, and I know Chris Hanks and Rob Harris are also very excited about. We are in very aggressive negotiations with 3 different phone companies. And when those negotiations become final with ink on a piece of paper, KGX does plan to release and supply blockchain phones. That is happening. We are in, well, I specifically am in deep talks with 3 very predominant companies. One of them is, well, on the first page of CoinMarketCap, very real, very close to probably being number 1. In fact, I can drop a hint that they've already released. So we are going to make sure that KGX continues to deliver products both in asset diversification, compliance, and products that you can utilize that is going to be the future. Just like Brandon stated earlier, blockchain is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Is Bitcoin still going to be the number 1 cryptocurrency from now until forever? That has yet to be seen. I think that the catalyst will come out probably in the near future on what's going to be the dominant, or maybe even a different top three. I don't know. But we are going to make sure that you are extremely well informed. We're going to make sure that we have people like Brandon Ivey, Chris Hanks, Jairus Coleman, and our internal leaders, Rob Harris, Ocean Joe, and providing you compliant, up-to-date, properly, how you say, proportioned information to make sure that you guys are well informed in what's going on in this space. That's our foundation, that's our culture, and we're going to stick to those cultures because that's what keeps us here. If you haven't realized by now, of all the companies that have been in this space and that launched around the same time that we did, they're no longer here. So like me, hate me, I don't care. I'm still going to make sure that you guys are safe. That's my job. That's my role. And it's really very humbling to continue to serve you behind the scenes and make sure everything that is coming is all for you guys. So, Brandon, I appreciate you guys. I can take a few more questions if you want me to before I don't want to keep people too long on this call.
Well, one question, Mike, people are having is those individuals that are not able to log into their green back office, or I guess are following the instructions from the website email, and they're still getting an invalid address. What
Yep.
they take?
So that's an internal semantic error. Those are getting worked on as we see them come in. We are very, very aware of the issue of people that are having invalid access into their back office. That's unfortunately that's a manual process to fix. It's very time consuming, but rest assured that it's getting worked on. And there's not just a few of you. There's several that we're having to manually fix. I know a couple of the newer orders that are continuing, like we're getting orders every single day. Even though that you have ordered, let me make this very clear. If you have ordered recently, let's say within the last week or two, it's more than likely you probably haven't seen your back office propagate yet. And that's just because of the dispatch times that are required by us to deliver to green. So that's nothing on your part. That's nothing on our part. Rest assured that when your orders do come in, we do order. It's literally just a manual process between the communication, mainly for security reasons. That is not a real-time thing. We did not do the API connection mainly for security. And that was approved by myself and stamped by myself to do it that way. So please bear with us. Do rest assured that the timestamp that you pay, regardless if it's with wire or BTC, that the order is done. It is checked in our administrative area and then is sent over to the wonderful Emily over to Green. So I do apologize with that. But I guess I could probably compare these minute issues to well, Brandon, I can't even say that you lost hair doing this because in the beginning with KGX, but we did have our own minute issues when we launched. There's excuse my language, crap wrong everywhere, but it just happens. But all these issues will smooth out as we move forward and go forward into full-blown launch, not just with KGX but with Green. And understand that you literally, guys, you are early adopters of Green. The PR campaigns aren't even out there yet. You guys are the PR campaign right now. You guys are the definition of the building of a wall. You're the foundation. You're the base. And it will be you guys and KGX and other people involved with Green, regardless if you know who's involved and everyone that is involved with Green. You guys are literally the foundation to the wall or to a dam. That's how early you guys are adopting this. And there's going to be hiccups. There's going to be bumps. There's going to be errors. There's going to be can't log in. There's going to be, oh my goodness, there's a DNS error. Where's the damn server? Been there, done that. It's just part of the growing pains with any company. But I'm still happy, and I will still stand by Green and Dave and Wright and them and everything that they're doing and bringing forth to this world with the green technology. So trust me, there isn't a day that goes by that I'm not in communication with Green now, and we are resolving each and every single issue as they come forth and as we are made aware of them, and so on and so forth. And just so you know, to help you guys out with support, the emails that come to you in verifications of calls or updates or anything like that, you can reply to those emails and ask us anything. Support staff does answer those emails. I actually sometimes personally answer those emails. So we're there for you guys, and we appreciate all of your patience, truly do.
All right, Mike, two more quick things real quick. Melanie asked a question concerning if you could even shine a little bit more light on the phones. At the same time, share with everybody as well what you've been working on behind the scenes with regards to our new website and back office and things like that for the
Yep.
see.
Yep. So Stephen has been doing some pretty good work with our programming team, as well as some new updates and functionality into your back office, so you can see some new information, mainly information that has been requested by our Pentacles and founders, to provide you a better report and reporting system, so you guys can see where your volumes coming from, the volume that you guys actually have, all that good stuff. That way you know who's working, who's not, where an order came from, all that kind of stuff to your back office. Stephen and I and the programming team are doing a frontal of the website, how you want to say, update, a more corporate-y look, professional look. So you guys are going to be seeing that as we move forward into the end of this year, into the beginning of the new year. And in regards to blockchain phones, what is that? What do they do? What can they do? A blockchain phone is nothing more similar to a phone, but is connected to the blockchain. That means the phone is connected to a singular altcoin that is on an ERC20 network, aka Ethereum. And that phone is capable of producing, when you're using it, a specific type of coin. So basically, when you would be using a phone, you would be actually capable of producing an authentication or a validation while you're talking on that phone to create the coin. With it being connected through the data center of 4G or LTE, it will connect to the blockchain. You can utilize the power features within the phone to, well, essentially mine. So that's kind of a nutshell. I can assure you, Brandon or Rob Harris or Chris Hanks or Ocean Joe or Jairus Coleman will be providing you guys some ample videos so you guys can understand that, as well as I think it's probably going to be a fight, Brandon, on who's going to do the videos for the 4X. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. Does the blockchain phone will also work overseas? Yes. There will be different versions of those phones and where they're accessible at. So yes. Yep.
Well, Mike, last thing is, what
Yeah.
do you think that, because we still have our Lucky 7 going on for our Green X machines, what should the members in KGX be doing between now, as we end the month of November going into December, and the end of the year, by the time everything is lined up on corporate side, them to get running? What would you ask as a co-owner for all the members to be doing now?
If you're in KGX, so let me provide to you something that when I was a distributor, December 1st through December 23rd is by far the best seed laying time of the year. And what that means is, do not stop, do not go on pause, do not stop talking to people, do not stop working with your teams. And I'll give you an example. When I was 25, and under Mark Januszewski's wing, in one of our former companies, I prospected the same as I did in the beginning of the next year. I sponsored nobody from December 1st through December 23rd, not a single person. On December 26th through December 31st, the same people that I had talked to through the first 23 days came on board, and I sponsored 22 people. 8 of those, I remember that because it was the 26th, 8 of those came on board the day after Christmas. So it's very important that you understand that the information that you deliver to people will stay with them if they are truly interested in what you are talking to them about. And you continue to bring the KGX opportunity to them and bring in the information that people need to know. So don't stop. Don't stop because it's the holiday. Continue to share your knowledge about green. The green Lucky 7 promo is still in effect. And I can assure you that what I know and where we are at, that I can't say publicly with literally mind-blowing where we're close to with green. I would literally, and I would literally be instigating the Amway 3-foot roll. If I could throw a water ball at you and hit you in the head, I'd be talking to you about green. Like that's what I'd be doing. Yeah. So yeah, don't stop just because it's the holiday season. I mean, I literally expect to be hanging Christmas lights with my AirPods in my ear and talking to people still. Yeah, most definitely.
All right. Well, thank you, Mike, for those updates. So you guys know that this Saturday, you're going to hear for the first time, we have a special trainer coming on. Diana Townsend's going to be doing our presentation and training at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, right here on kgsglobal.info. You heard a lot of information tonight. What you have seen is we've been here and moving this program since its thought process in January of this year. And everything that the company was putting online then is still going to happen. So one of you guys running around wanting to know about the crypto trading platform, I got to make sure I see Mike using that language, so I'm gonna use it as well. The
Right.
crypto trading platform. Everybody was waiting on that. It's still here, but now we are adding a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't even know about in February earlier this year when we first started putting KGX together. We've already got our education platform. Now we have green. That green wasn't even a thought at that time. We now have the Bitcoin ATM machines, which wasn't even a thought. We're now adding Forex trading, which definitely wasn't a thought. We've got the crypto trading platform that's going to be here. That is what got everybody excited in the first place. And then what's got me the most excited out of all of that is the phones. And I've already done Facebook Lives an extensive why I'm excited about that. And I know that there's more stuff that Mike hasn't even shared yet. I'm not allowed.
Oh, now why do you say that? Now why on earth? Hey, on a comment. So if any of you have not met or spoke to Diana, I would do your best to get on that Zoom with Diana. She is just a fabulous female leader. And I thank her for everything that she's doing for all of the women in KGX. And if you guys haven't heard from her, I don't care if you're a guy. I don't care. I am humbled in her presence. She's just an outstanding leader. So if you guys can make it to this Saturday Zoom where she's going to be a part of, absolutely. She is freaking awesome. So I wanted to make sure, like, yeah, it's yeah, she's definitely a strong female leader. So yeah. And then of course Brandon has to do like, well, I'm sure Mike has some other stuff that he just ain't saying because I just know him. Yeah, somebody's got me pegged.
Well, I'll tell you guys this too as well. With this Lucky 7, so far, myself and Diana's the only one that's qualified for some free green rigs.
That is correct.
All the way to the end of the year to qualify for some more rigs. One thing I always say, I don't buy Bitcoin, I earn Bitcoin. Same with the crypto space. Earn it on somebody else's dime. So anything last words you want to share, Mike? We'll go ahead and dismiss it out.
No, I think I'm pretty good. Much appreciative of you again, Brandon, and to all of the internal leaders, Chris, Jairus, Diana, Rob, JC, that's Jairus, I call him JC, the yin and yang of Brandon. And everyone that's internal here with us. So I appreciate all of you, Chris and them, Ocean Joe, and so I appreciate all you guys' help, and I appreciate everyone, both male and female, here in KGX, and definitely get your butt on this Saturday's call to listen to Diana, because I can promise you, you will not be disappointed. So, and thank you, Charlie and Dan. I appreciate that, and it's always good to know that you guys are actually talking. So God bless all of you guys. Thanks again. I appreciate your time this evening, and I'm looking forward to talking to you guys again. God bless you guys.
All right, everybody, I'll get this recording out as soon as possible so you can pass it along to those that were not able to make it, and we'll see you all Saturday. There will not be a Crypto Talk tomorrow morning. I'll be flying back to California, but I'll be back tomorrow night. Wait a minute, it's Friday. No, I won't. I forgot the date. I'll be back Saturday morning for early morning Crypto Talk. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.